Good day, Tamers. Welcome back to another episode with me, Agito Swiftly. And if you've seen the title, or you somehow fell into this rabbit hole by putting a randomized playlist on and you're here, welcome to what is the year of the Greymon. And I like Greymon. Greymons are cool. All Greymons are cool. Agumons are pretty cool. Tai is so-so, but the Greymons are pretty cool. And I'm just happy to see more love for Greymons, even though this set should have Gilmon stuff in and Galapmon stuff in, which I'm happy for. And if I can get a purple-red Galapmon, I'd be pretty happy, because that's the only colour combination we're missing so far, as far as I'm aware. But with that being said, if you're new here, and if you could, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below. I generally do like to discuss things with my viewers, my subscribers, and my internet friends. So, let's jump into the episode and see what we can find today. Agumon. Digivolve for 0 from a Koromon. The reason why this is really good, I know you're a black-red Agumon, but you can only actually Digivolve from black sources otherwise. The reason why this is good is it gives you an option of all the Koromons available to you. That includes the green one, which I think gives you DP if you're a Mega. I can't remember off the top of my head because it's like BT2. It gets you the original Koromon, the Structure Deck Koromons. BT5 Koromon, get a draw if you're a Greymon or above. The BT9 Koromon, which is the when attacking you get extra DP. The one that came out, I think, in BT11, which is the black base one, which is really cool still. Like, if you don't have... Like, you've got a lot of things to pick from, and having the... even if you need to have a green option in your deck seems really weird, but something you can look at doing. On play, reveal 4 cards from the top of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, and 1 Tamer card with Tai Kamiya in its name. To your hand, return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. In Area's effect, all turns, if this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, it gains 1000 DP. This is the best Trouble Searcher in the whole deck now. It's probably the second best rookie you want on the stack as well. Giving 1000 DP is pretty good. The promo Agumon is still the best for this, as far as I'm aware. There is another one that gives you DP if you attack, but I can't remember if it was 2000 or 1000. It's been a while. My brain should wake up because it's super late at night and I probably should go to bed. But nonetheless, there's Digimon stuff to talk about. There's Digimon stuff I want you to know about. But no, I think this is really good. Revolve 4 is always good. The fact that you're probably going to play like 4 to 6 Tamers in this deck makes sense. You're going to play the new tie that we'll look at in a minute. And you'll probably play the original tie, which gives you all that extra security, attacking, as well as the memory gain at the start of turn. Greymon. Digivolves 2 from a level 3 with Agumon in its name. When Digivolving, if you don't have a Tamer with Tai in its name, you may play 1 Tamer card with Tai in its name from your hand without paying its memory cost. Inherited effect, all turns, or this Digimon has a Greymon or Omnimon in its name, it gains 1000 DP. I believe the lower cost one also does this with the inherited effect, but this is so good. Any deck that can throw a Tamer onto the field, even if it's specifically named, is so good for an archetype. It's unreal. Tai does have quite a few different cards now. We do have the BT1, the BT2, which I think is the black Tai. We've got the BT4, which is the yellow Tai, which I don't know if that's going to come up in anything here, but it might come up in some other things. We have access to Tai from BT6, which I don't know if it's going to be amazing for this, but it does give you a draw when you move out of the breeding area. I think it's just a draw. I don't think it's a memory as well. It's been a while. Then you got this Tai that's in this set. I think that's it for ties between 6 and 12. If that's the case, that was a long time between ties, but that doesn't seem right for me. And I don't think it's going to work with the BT5 one that's crossed with our good friend Yameta. I don't think they'll do that. That seems really weird. But no, this is really good. Any deck that can do this is fantastic. The only issue you're going to have is you're having to physically do this on your turn, obviously in the battle area, and that's dangerous. It's always dangerous. Now, you could be looking at doing a stack in the breeding and then a stack kind of thing on the battlefield. That way you are getting your draw power, that way you are getting your Tamers out, and that would probably be the most realistic thing to try to do. But otherwise, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just very good. It's average 5000 DP, has a nice inherited effect, has a fantastic has a fantastic Digivolving effect, and even better, has a fantastic cost Digivolve effect, which stays at 2. Obviously, if you really wanted to, you could do this in a deck where you just want to play this and get the ties out. That's not the worst thing in the world. Free cost is a bit high, but you are essentially playing this for either 0 cost or gaining a memory if you are playing the memory setter. Metal Greymon. Digivolves free from level 4 with Greymon in its name. Again, as far as I'm aware, this is going to work like the X antibodies, which is, as long as it has Greymon in its name, you can just throw it down. It's going to be super easy, super fantastic. This can digivolve off the X antibodies, red or black form, as well as just the normal Greymons. Raid. If you don't know what Raid is, it's essentially you can switch your target of attack when you want to, but you have to hit the highest DP Digimon on the field. Imagine it essentially like Black Metal Greymon's inherited effect, where you can just punch a unsuspended target, but now you get to change the attack when you want to do it. So I think you can punch into a suspended target, and I think you can punch into security, and then you can change it out to punch into a Digimon on the field. I need to look at more Marsmon stuff because that's where it currently is, but we are going to get it in War Greymon, and I think it just makes the deck so aggressive, it's just ridiculous. All turns once per turn, when the attacking target is changed, you may play one black or red Tamer card with a play cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying its memory cost. Again, ties are either 4 cost or 3 cost. We did have the black Tamer from the last set, so this could be used possibly in the new Black or Greymon as well. Go back a set if you just want to improve that deck. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Some decks don't just drop off the second the new one comes out. Power Creep isn't always that insane. This one is just a really cool deck. Here's an effect. Your turn, while this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, it gains piercing. That is absolutely bonkers if you ask me. You've just gone up to someone and slapped them in the face and said, I'm taking it all. You've also got Raid. So the funny thing is this, if you do have the X antibody and you can digivolve on the swing, you can actually digivolve into X antibody form, and then you can just punch them in the face with piercing, because it's a your turn effect and not a when attacking effect, which is ridiculous. War Greymon, digivolve for free with a level 5 with Metal Greymon in its name. Again, this can be the mode change, this can be the X antibody, this can be just a Metal Greymon, as long as it's got Metal Greymon in its name somewhere, front, back, middle, center, wherever, it's digivolving for the reduced cost. Raid. When this Digimon attacks, you may switch the target of the attack to an opponent's unsuspended Digimon with the highest DP. Again, unsuspended and has to have the highest DP. I don't know if this is more of a phrasing statement, or if it's a correct statement, as in it has to have physically the highest and has to be unsuspended, or it's just saying that current Digimon that is unsuspended that has the highest DP. I could probably look at the Q&A things, but we're having some issues with the Japanese stuff. If you've seen BT10, there's a lot of mistranslations or a lot of miswording or spelling mistakes or just things that aren't doing what they're meant to do. But we will get there. When digivolving, this Digimon gains 3000 DP and reboot until the end of your opponent's turn. That is nuts. You're going to be a 15k minimum. If you're getting all your inherited effects, you're probably going like 18 to 20k. You can punch through the strongest thing there if you can still attack on your turn. It's probably the best thing about this thing that doesn't have Blitz, which is fantastic for your opponent not being just super worried about it. And having reboot at the start of turn is just pretty good. All turns, once per turn, if this target of attack changes, unsuspend this Digimon. And there you go. You get to have 2 attacks. But you have to be able to attack still. I love this deck. This deck is like what I want to do. This is when someone says, I'm a red player. This is what it reminds me of. Just swinging out constantly, punching things down. Essentially, this is like a red deck with playing green. This is how it feels, but this is how I think red should play. And then the new tie. Start of your main phase, on play, one of your Digimon with Agu or Greymon in its name gains 1000 DP and block it until the end of your turn. That's actually for that new War Greymon that unsuspended at the end of their attack. If they attacked something different with their raid ability, you've now got a block with an extra 1000 DP. Your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Greymon or Omnimon in its name, suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory. This could be the difference between you being able to swing on your turn and you having to wait another turn. Security, place card without paying its memory cost. And that's about it for the deck so far. We didn't get to see an option card. We don't necessarily need to see an option card. We do have access to things like, Gaia Force Zero, Hades, Blast, or whatever it's called. Gaia Force, if you really want to just use Gaia Force. There's so many good option cards out there that work so well with this deck now. It's just fantastic. Obviously, we've seen some really cool cards from this deck, and some things are going in different directions. But I just really want to get my hands on this deck, and I think it's going to be really fun. But until next time, guys, peace out, goodbye. Love you all. Come back again and tell me what you think. I just think this deck's going to be really meta, and I'm hoping the alt arts this set are going to be really good. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Peace out, goodbye, and behave yourselves. I know it's getting really weird this time of year. It's getting darker earlier, so you want to play more spooky decks. Just behave yourselves, though, yeah? Right. Love you all. Bye.